This video corresponds to the lesson 7, the origin of protein in the Mediterranean diet. In the Mediterranean diet, several food groups containing protein can be found. In addition to protein, they may contain other nutrients. Among them are polyunsaturated fatty acid, monounsaturated fatty acid, and carbohydrates, fiber, and antioxidants. However, the most characteristic is that two of the groups, such as meat and dairy products, are associated with saturated fatty acid, which are unhealthy. The amount of protein in each of these groups is variable, being very high in legume, fish, meat, and dairy products, moderate in cereal, and scarce in vegetables. The food undergo a mechanical treatment in the mouth that releases the protein. Due to pepsin and hydrochloric acid in the stomach, the protein is converted in oligopeptide, small piece of protein. In the intestine, the pancreas produces a series of digestive enzymes that convert the oligopeptides into amino acid, dipeptide, and tripeptide, which are finally absorbed. The non-digested proteins are expelled from the feces in the colon. But the most important is that amino acids that are produced in the intestine are the structural unit of protein. A protein is a macromolecule chemically called a polymer, since it comprises a small unit of monomer, amino acid, in the case of protein. If we look at the protein in detail, we can see it is composed of multiple amino acids. One amino acid is an organic molecule with a characteristic structure with an amino group on the left and an acid group on the right, plus an hydrogen bond to a carbon called the alpha carbon. This structure is common to all amino acids, but they differ in the so-called residue or side chain. This side chain is different for each amino acid. This different side chain confer different chemical characteristics to each amino acid, producing different in their function in protein. Amino acids are classified into two major groups, protogenic and non-protogenic. Protogenic amino acids appear in protein, a total of 20. Moreover, non-protogenic amino acids have the same structure but don't appear in protein and produce other function different to make part of protein. Protogenic amino acids are classified as essential and non-essential. The essential one must be taken in the diet since the organism cannot produce them. Legumes are a food group of the Mediterranean diet that contain a large amount of high-quality protein. According to the Food and Agriculture Organization, depending on the United Nations, we must ingest about 0.66 grams of protein per kilogram per day in a person, in an adult person. This means that we need 10 milligrams of methionine per kilogram daily and 30 milligrams of lysine per kilogram daily. However, legumes provide only 0.5 grams of methionine every 100 grams of protein, an amount that can complete the need of an adult. Legumes are not a good source of methionine or tryptophan. Therefore, the diet should be complemented with other food rich in this amino acid, such as cereal. Legumes, they are the cheapest source of protein, at least half as much, like for example the beef meat. Calorie restriction is a nutritional intervention that improves health and increases longevity. It is produced by a decrease of the amount of calories in the diet. Calorie restriction can be achieved by decreasing some of the nutrients, such as protein. This is the protein restriction, which can also be generated by a restriction of methionine and or tryptophan. Calorie restriction can be produced by carbohydrates but not with fat. Since legumes are deficient in these two amino acids, the intake of legumes in Mediterranean diet reinforces this diet as a diet with calorie restriction.